Good day, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, this week in J-Bay we got the South African Junior Championships. So there's a lot of grommets in the water if you want to go out for a morning session. There's like 50 or 100 of them. But there's a lot of surfing spots here where we can go and catch our waves where there's no grommets. And that's what I love about J-Bay. Also, you know, I saw some oaks getting frustrated in the water, and getting frustrated with the youngsters is also not necessary. All it's going to do is like a little stone in your shoe, you know. You want to walk around the whole day with it. It's like family when they're fighting and they don't forgive each other. That stone is in your shoe. You have to take that stone out. And that's what forgiveness is. Take that stone out and your life will be much easier. Getting back to the sailing story, we were passing in Yabana and a northeaster was blowing. And we're just beating up. And if you want to go now across the channel, because I have to go up to, it was my yacht. So it's right close to Madagascar. You have to catch the southeast straits. But if you go across with a strong northeast, I will end up down at Richards Bay by the time I cross the channel, and then I have to sail back again. So the best is you make your way up there and then you wait for a southwester to cross it over. Because with the current, and you can at least make a way over, and you can probably stop then there by Europa Island or Pasas de India. So I went there by Nyaban and I thought, okay, I'll pull in at Nyaban, wait for the southwester to come, and then I'll cross over. And here is the thing. I went in Nyaban, but I had only a small chart. I didn't have a big zoomed in chart. And that's the first big rookie mistake I made. So now I'm coming in there, and I don't know exactly where the channels is between all those hundreds of sandbanks. And I'm coming in, and the tide's coming out. So now there's a sandbank. If you're coming against and the tide's flowing this way, you're coming with your yacht, it's nice and easy. You got steering, you're doing say 3 knots and the tide is 2 knots. You're only coming 1 knot towards the, and I was over the sandbank. I was like, whoa, that was too close. So I'm out it, and then I realized, you know what, and I'm looking at the shore. I said, no, I have to go back, because I must think now, if a southwester comes up, if I throw anchor where I wanted to go now, I'll have a lee shore and I'll be in trouble if a southwester comes. So I turn around, but now because I just crossed that, I'll say, okay, I'm going to go a bit this way. That's a big mistake. Go exactly where you came in, because you know what the depth is there. So I moved over. That's a second rookie mistake. And now I'm coming with the current. Now when you're coming with the current, if you're doing 3 knots plus the 2 knots, I'm doing 5 knots. And I hit that sandbank on top of it. Now we all have stand on a beach when a wave breaks over, and you're standing there in the sand, and as it goes back, your feet start sinking into the sand. Now that's exactly what happened to my boat's keel. As I hit that sandbank, it climbed up, and with the tide running 2 knots, that keel just sunk into the sandbank, and there was my yacht, high and dry. My kids jumped off, and it was only like, I think it was above their chest, when, you know, when they were playing there. And now I'm stuck. There's 4 hours for the tide still to run out. It was 2 hours when I hit it. So I got another 4 hours, then the tide's going to come in. And that happened, I think it was 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. That means only 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the tide will be high enough for me to get off. So now that's it. We're stuck. I can't get that boat off. I have to wait for the tide to come in. And as I wait, the southwester came up. And it blew, and that storm started coming in, and there we're sitting, and the waves started breaking on that sandbank, and there's my boat in the waves getting pushed. I was like, no man, gathered all my stuff, my passports, the money, get it ready. If that boat, we can't make it, the shore's not too far, we'll get on a rubber duck. Getting ready to abandon ship. Now, you don't do that, but thinking of all the things that can happen. And I said, the tide, and it was probably another 2 hours before the tide was full, but now the southwester was in full strength and it was blowing. The waves were breaking on that sandbank the whole time. It was a nightmare on that boat. Now I'm trying to stay cool. I don't want to put my fear into my kids. Here's dad staying cool. No, this is not a problem, we'll get it off. And the kids are looking up to me, but inside I was like, you cannot believe. I was praying a lot quite as well. And then eventually I said, I can't. Now the boat will lift up sometimes with a wave and go, bah, and the whole mast will go shaking. Lifts it up, bah, and the mast will shake. And I can't handle this anymore. So I pulled that sail out, the front sail, flat. Full sail in that storm. But I pulled it the wrong way and I winched it in. And I leaned that boat over. And as the swell comes up, I sail that boat, bah, put it back on the sandbank. As it comes up, bah, the whole boat shaking. I dragged that boat off that sandbank for probably, I would say 10, 20 meters with the sail. Because now I can't start a motor. Motors like this, man, the air, water suction, it won't even get proper water to suck in. Drag that boat off. And as I hit that deep water, turned the boat, got it, throw out that anchor, and my wife made us a nice hot curry meal. But I was stressed. And that night, I had to rethink my whole sailing. Because, think about it. Here I start sailing, the motor broke, go back, hit the storm. Then I left, go in there, get on the sandbank, the boat's nearly destroyed, cut it off. 3 things. The next day, we sailed out, and now the southwester is there. I still don't have a clue exactly where the channel is. And I look, okay, yeah, it looks deep enough, but it's big waves out there because the whole night the southwester was blowing. As I'm going out, I see a huge set coming. When we all know at surface when those sets are coming. I check, I said, bro, this thing's gonna break. And as I checked, it's breaking in front of me. And I'm turning that boat. I just got the mainsail out. And as I turned, I pulled the main over so that I can jibe. It's the quickest turn for the jibe. And it came and bah, broke that block out of with the wind, We catch that wave and we're surfing. And my wife looked like that and she runs down there into in the cabin. I'm shouting, come on here, grab the wheel. She eyes is like, the kid's eyes is like this. Flip, she comes up, grabs the wheel. I'm grabbing the sail because now the whole block is broken out and she's surfing a boat back. And exactly that big wave, as it broke here, broke there, it saw a piece where it didn't break. And that showed me the channel to go out. Moved into there and sailed out. Now, this is the 4th thing that happened. Now you as a Christian, you're going to think, oh bro, the Lord's trying to tell you, don't go. And I had a big fight with myself, thinking, why is all these things happening? And then I realized, stupidity. It's not the Lord saying don't go. It was all my fault, all stupidity. Sometimes we want to blame the Lord or we want to blame other people. Look in the mirror, bro. Look in the mirror. Love you guys. See you out in the water. He did well. I'm so proud of him.